Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back again with another video. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So you guys, I'm back on here with another video and I got this inspiration from the live that I did a couple days ago and just in case if you're new, welcome. This channel is called Live Narc Free, where it is all about getting free and staying free after dealing with narcissistic abuse. Okay, so we're going to be talking a little bit about overcoming self hate and self disgust, but more so self hate after dealing with narcissistic abuse. Because I do find that, a lot of us, because of the mistreatment, because of the abuse, because we've been, traumatized, taken advantage of, taken for granted, not appreciated, not feeling important or not feeling valued and accepted by there's a siren. Lord, that's so loud. But yeah, not really feeling like appreciated in that relationship, that could really cause you to feel a lot of self-hate, where you can internalize that, the other person's behavior, the way that they're treating you, you can make it seem as if it's your fault, or it's like something that you're doing wrong, or it's something like it's wrong with you, or you know, like maybe you could feel like you deserve it and stuff like that, or you could feel like a lot of people treat you this way, so you begin to like beat yourself up and feel bad, and sometimes we begin to feel like we deserve it. So, me personally, I didn't really deal with like self hate, but I would say more so I really didn't like myself during that period of time. And it was something that I had to work through because I felt like, why did I stay so long? I was judging myself a lot. Like I was being very critical on myself, and just I was trying to fit into the box that the narc had put on me, my aunt and the male narc, and to a certain degree the borderline. So in a sense, after we get out of the abusive relationship, we in fact begin to abuse ourselves. So however we was treated by the narc, we begin to do that to ourselves. And maybe we could have loved that person, and we could feel like, well dang, like if my mom mistreats me, or if my dad mistreats me, or my lover mistreats me, then why would I treat myself any different than how they did? So one of the things that you just want to work through is understanding that it wasn't your fault that you was dealing with a narcissist. You didn't know who this person was and that they was going to mistreat you like this. So you just kind of want to be compassionate towards yourself, and just understanding, give yourself, because I know we're so used to saying like, oh, have empathy for others, have sympathy for others, which you absolutely should. But you might want to kind of turn that back around on yourself, and to have empathy for yourself, have sympathy for yourself, and be compassionate, be kind and caring to yourself, to know that you don't know everything. Life is a school, so it's like we're always learning. So that's one of the things. And then the other thing, the self-hate, is again, overcoming that after dealing with the narcissist is more so like, you got to realize that the narcissist wasn't behaving that way towards you because it was actually something that was wrong with you, right? Like you have to remember that this narcissist has a personality disorder, and they don't treat anybody with love, care, respect, or loyalty and honesty and commitment. They don't do that. And so once you begin to understand that, you realize like, hey, you was just playing, maybe you was just a character in their story, or vice versa. And so you just kind of maybe happened to got caught in the crossfire, and you became a victim, to the circumstance, and now a survivor or recovering survivor. And it happened that way, unfortunately. But now that you have the knowledge and the information, you can start to work on yourself and begin to love yourself and take care of yourself, and be kind and compassionate and understanding to yourself and your situation, and not feel like you have to be in a hurry to move on, or in a hurry to get underneath someone, or be in a hurry to, you know, um, get attention or acceptance and love or validation from another person, right? You should be doing that from within. But if you are doing those things, I get it, because that was me many, many years ago. So, But yeah, just the self-hate, just realize, like, you could be acting out behavior patterns and attitudes and characteristics and a personality to where it was projected onto you by your narc parent or your narc partner, or it could have been a narc in-law or a narc boss or a narc friend or a narc siblings. You have narcissistic siblings out there and stuff like that. But again, the overcoming the self-hate is just recognizing, like, you're not perfect, you make mistakes. What However a person treats you says more about them than it says about you. But again, you have to make sure that you're doing the inner healing, the self-care, um, being compassionate, protecting yourself, protecting your boundaries. And once you realize that a person is toxic, or once you realize that the person is unhealthy, or they may not have your back or may not have your best interests, you might have to just take action accordingly, or to form some sort of plan, so that way you can you know be self-reliant and independent from that particular abuser. Now, in regards to self-disgust, I know, like, some of us, we could definitely be feeling that way. Like, we could just feel disgusted by the whole situation, and just, again, like, just mad and angry, and again, just really being so hard on ourselves, and feeling like, um, we just wish that it would have been different, or we could just feel like uh just not good. Or, like, some of us, like, we could feel like unattractive, or we could have felt like, oh, like, if the narc chose somebody else over you, you could feel like that person is more beautiful than you, or has more stuff than you. But it's like, no, that's not the case. Or you could just feel disgusted because you feel like, why did I allow myself to stay in that situation? Like, what was it? Like, what was wrong with me? Like, what was I thinking? Like, so to help with that, oh, that's the other thing, the CPTSD, that inner critic is going to be lashing out at you and talking to you and obsessing, and it's like an addiction when it comes to your thoughts and the narc, and like missing them and yearning and all that stuff. So you just want to make sure that you work on that inner critic, because that inner critic could hold you back from being able to overcome the situation, and help you to have more self-love, more self-compassion, and self-protection, right? And being able to nurture yourself in a way where you didn't get that from your narc parent, your partner, your siblings, co-workers, bosses, whatever. So anyway, I hope that this is helpful and insightful. I would love to know, what was your guys' biggest takeaway? Is this something that you guys are currently dealing with? And if so, I would really love to learn more. But again, and I'm going to make another video about this, because I know sometimes when we get mistreated and abused, we feel like we lash out on the person, but then we could also lash out on others. So you just want to make sure that, you're being mindful, just because, you were abused or taken advantage of, that you don't do that to others. Just because you're hurt, you want to make sure that you're doing the inner healing. So anyway, I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.